Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Edith? Edith, wake up.
What?
Wake up, Edith. I've got a surprise for you.
What time is it?
It's 7:45.
In the morning?
Yeah, Edith, I have a surprise.
George, what are you doing sitting up reading in bed?
Edith, did you know that elves can actually marry and have children?
George Cumberbus, are you pickled at 7:45
Yeah,
in
listen,
the morning?
Edith,
I need my rest, George.
Yeah, but let me tell you.
You know I need my rest, and you sit here pickled at 7:45 reading... What are you reading anyway?
Well, I'm reading Junior's Fairy Folk Encyclopedia. It's the definitive volume on famous fairies.
George, I need my rest.
Yeah, but look,
No, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, but I just want
If
to
you have
explain.
anything to tell me, George, begin by saying this is not something I'm reading in the fairy book.
This is not something I'm reading in the fairy book.
Well, what is it?
Well, there's a fairy in the foyer.
I need my rest, George.
There is a fairy in the foyer, Edith.
No, there is, huh?
Yes, there is.
Why, George?
Well, because I asked him to wait there until you got up and could meet him.
I mean, why won't you let me get my rest?
It's the tooth fairy.
The tooth fairy.
Yeah, he was here to pick up Farquhart's tooth last night, and I met him in the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was his last house call of the night, and I asked him if he could stay so you could meet him. Would you like to go and meet him?
Oh, yes, George. I'd love to go and meet him.
Oh, yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah, let's go, George.
I told him that you're always talking about him with Farquhar.
Down the stairs, George.
Yeah, and how you'd be thrilled at seeing him.
You mean he won't be invisible?
Oh, no, he's not that kind of... In fact, you'll love his tooth fairy costume.
Now, this way, George.
He has his purple dental smock and a fantastic magic
Open
wand.
the foyer door, George.
Yeah. Mr. Fairy, I brought my wife.
Hello. George told me all about you and how you'd be thrilled to meet me.
Would you like some breakfast?
Oh, yes, I certainly would.
Yeah, this way. How do you like your eggs?
What about your wife, though? Aren't you going to pick her up?
I don't think so. She needs a rest.
Uh-huh. Sunny side up, brown around the edges, and I like the yolks very firm.
Oh, do you? I do, too.
Do you really? I love them that way.
I'm living in my husband's dreams, Doctor.
Lie back, please.
I saw something that exists in my husband's dreams.
What did you see?
I saw a fairy.
A fairy?
Yes.
Where did you see this fairy?
In our foyer.
In the dream, you saw the fairy in the foyer.
Yes, in my husband's dream.
Yeah. Tell me what happened.
Well, my husband's always dreaming. Sometimes he sees pink elephants, sometimes flying cows, and last night he woke me and said he saw a fairy.
Yeah, go on.
So he came up the stairs, woke me, got me out of bed, and took me downstairs to meet him.
What happened?
Well, he said hello, and I said hello, and then I fainted.
I see.
Then there was the second time.
The second time, where was that?
Right here.
Where?
In this building.
Really?
Yes, he got in the elevator with me and...
In the dream, you met a fairy in the elevator.
That's right.
Did he speak to you?
Yes, he said, hello, how's your husband?
All right, easy, easy.
Oh, I can't stand it, Doctor. I don't want to live my husband's dreams.
Yeah, Mrs. Munger, you are not living your husband's dreams. You obviously saw an ordinary person dressed in today's colorful fashions.
I did?
Now, I want you to go down to Murphy's Kosher Deli and have 2 bowls of chicken soup and call me in the morning.
Oh, Doctor, it wouldn't help.
It wouldn't hurt.
2 chicken soups is 90 cents even.
Oh, no.
Lady, chicken soup doesn't grow on trees.
That man sitting there in the lilac dental smock. Who is he?
He's a dentist's helper or something. All he ever orders is broccoli and toast.
Pardon me.
Yes?
Have we met lately?
Yes, on the elevator earlier today.
Oh,
and then...
thank goodness. May I join you?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
And the other time we met, Mrs. Munger, was when I picked up your son's tooth and you fell asleep in the foyer. I hope you've been getting your rest, Mrs. Munger. You're sleeping on my broccoli, Mrs. Munger. Would you lift your head, ma'am?
Yeah.
Nurse Durkin, in the event I have any calls on the tooth line, would you let me know?
Right.
Well, any calls on the tooth line?
Snuckers.
Yes?
Could you find something to do with yourself?
Perhaps Dr. Armadillo
Dr.
has...
Armadillo's playing golf.
Oh.
Look, why don't you check with Raoul Feldheiser at the Mammoth Dental Organ? Maybe he's got something.
All right. Hello, Raoul.
Oh, hi.
Do you know if there's something I can do?
Oh, sure. If there's something I can do, something just for you.
Raoul, what I meant was...
Yes.
In the event I receive any calls on the tooth line, I'll be in Dr. Armadillo's office entangling dental floss.
Right. Let's have it.
Have the morning tooth cards and letters come in yet, or the toothograms?
Snuckers.
Yes.
Doing anything?
Just untangling dental
Good,
floss.
I'll be right there.
Hi, I'm just untangling dental
All right,
floss.
I think I got something for you.
Oh, great.
A piece of advice.
Huh?
It's time to fold up the fairy tent.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's tooth truth time. The world is not beating a path to your door.
In other words?
In other words, you got in, you didn't get it. Now it's time to get up and get out.
Nurse Durkin, Raoul, as a child, I dreamed of the day when I would go from house to house, looking under the pillows of the young and old, the rich and the poor.
Don't dramatize. You're always
This
dramatizing.
was my dream, Nurse Durkin.
Snuckers.
Please let me finish. This was my dream, and now you say, forget your dreams, fairy, and fly away, never to come back another day.
Forget your dreams, fairy, and fly away.
Raoul.
Never to come back another day.
Raoul. I'm sorry. Forget it. I must have lost my head.
You know, she's really a swell gal.
Oh, right. She's really a swell gal. She's really a good pal. I'd borrow a pin from her any day.
The office of my agent manager, Mr. Herschel Hollywood.
What do you mean you're thinking of quitting the fairy game?
Mr. Hollywood.
What do you mean you're thinking of quitting the fairy game?
You've been my agent for quite a while now, haven't you?
Hey, kid, representing you is like representing the American Eagle.
Thank you.
Or the George Washington Bridge.
The thing is...
Prairies of Kansas.
Right, Mr. Hollywood.
Amber waves of grain. Purple Mountain's majesty.
Yeah, the reason that I'm...
Hey!
What?
This is America, kid. The home of the free and the brave.
Well, I know that.
Where any agent, regardless of race or religion, can represent any American, be he Polish, Irish, or what have you.
Mr. Hollywood.
Stand up, my boy. Take that flag and wave it proudly. Wave it proudly.
I'm waving it.
Okay, sit down.
What should I do with the flag?
On the desk.
Mr. Hollywood.
What do you mean you want to quit the fairy game?
Well, I haven't had a call on the tooth line for a long time.
On the what?
The fairy phone.
So you're in a mild tooth recession. That don't mean the end of the world.
Yes, but the thing
Come
is...
on, kid. Teeth come and teeth go, but the tooth fairy is forever, right?
Wrong. If I'm not wanted or needed, there's no reason for me to stick around. So this is so long, Mr. Hollywood.
You mean you're walking out on America's little freckled faces with the pug noses and the big saucer eyes that tug on your hot sleeve? Is that what you're doing?
Gee, you sure have a way with words, Mr. Hollywood.
Look, do me a favor.
Hand you the flag?
No, keep the fairy alive a while, and I'll find you something else to do part-time.
Part-time?
Something that'll make you feel needed. Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's true.
All right, sit down.
I am sitting down.
Good. What do you like to do?
Well, all I know is dentistry.
All he knows is... You want a gig as a dentist?
Not really, because I like to keep on my feet and move around a lot.
Keep on his feet and... Hold it!
Yes?
Can you hoof it?
Hoof what?
Dance. Do you dance?
Well, a little foxtrot, maybe.
Great! Bubbles, is Sullivan still working on that TV special? Great! Give him a ring and tell him to hold the curtain for a dynamite dancing dentist. Kid, you're gonna be a smash!
You mean being the tooth fairy and my dental assistant isn't enough for you? Doctor, according to the...
Open.
According to the...
Drill.
Stop the music, Raoul.
Right.
According to the semi-annual tooth line report prepared by Nurse Durkin, I've had exactly 5 tooth line calls in 6 months.
Stop the music.
And that's not very many tooth line... Stop the music, Raoul.
Right.
Tooth line calls.
Tooth line.
Fairy phone. Oh, yes. I mean, that doesn't even average out to 1 tooth line call a month, you know.
Perhaps if you put it all on a chart, it would look better.
What do you mean?
Well, I've discovered that when I have some very depressing facts, if I put them all on a chart with colorful zigzag lines, they look much more cheerful.
Uh-huh. Then there's the very little work I do as your dental assistant.
And when I put zigzags on top of zigzags, it's really quite beautiful.
I mean, the only thing I ever get to do is untangle dental floss and stuff like that.
I've even had people ask if they could keep my charts. Do you know that?
Sometimes, if you have a sore throat and can't talk, you let me say open and start the drill.
I did one very attractive chart once showing the rate at which teeth are falling out of the world's mouths. And it was so popular, I was given $12 for it.
Once she even left me say rinse. And stop rinsing. But it's just not enough.
Well, $12 was all I could get.
What?
Today, that chart is hanging in the office of the president of the Tishomingo Towers Bank.
I need to keep busy, Doctor. That's why I've asked Mr. Hollywood to find me some part-time work.
He uses it for his semi-annual bank stockholders report each year, and it's very well received.
So I take it then that you don't object?
Oh, not at all. After all, he paid for it.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate your discussing this matter with me.
Not at all. Any time. Raoul, do you know, 'twould be a better world if we could talk to one another more often.
Oh,
Oh, right. Twould be a better world if we could talk to one another more often and soften the feelings that we have. You know, you're going to be a better world because...
Rinse, Mrs. Carelip. The Sullivan Show? The Sullivan Show?
The Sullivan Show. He's doing a TV special, and as a favor to me, Herschel Hollywood, manager of the Stars of Tomorrow, he's agreed to give you a spot on the big special.
I wonder if I should get a new suit.
Hold it.
A tie. I'll plan to get a new blue bow tie.
Cease the planning.
What?
I only got one spot on the show, and it's for the kid here.
But the Molar Marauder has never once lectured on molar inversions.
He ain't lecturing on no preversions. He's going on as that hot new talent, the dancing dentist.
Dancing dentist?
But you're welcome to come and sit as the audience if you want.
The dancing dentist? Gee, I'm so nervous standing backstage like this.
Relax, the kid's gonna be great.
It's not that. I just hope Mr. Sullivan doesn't notice this dirty old green bow tie.
I told him, kid, you're gonna be great. So break a leg.
Now, that wasn't a nice thing to say.
That's an old showbiz expression. It means all the luck in the world. Knock 'em out.
Oh.
Houston, next
Now, ladies and gentlemen, standing in the wings is the well-known and popular agent, Mr. Herschel Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
Thank you. Really nice to see you there, Herschel.
Thank you.
Now, wearing an old green bow tie, here is the distinguished American dentist, Dr. Nelson C. Armadillo. Dr. Clark here. Let's have a really big hand for America's new dance sensation, the wonderful dancing dentist. Bring him out here, the dancing dentist.
Look at him. He's great, huh?
Yes, he's very good.
Hey, I saw Sullivan put his arm around you out there and whisper into your ear. What did he say?
He said, if you ever wear an old green bow tie on my show again, I'll break both of your legs. And I wished him all the luck in the world, too. While Mrs. Carelip is rinsing, you could begin the meeting, Molar Marauder. I then call to order this meeting of local... Stop rinsing! Of Local 14 Tooth Rangers of America. As the first order of business, what I'd like to do...
Pardon me, your fairyship.
Yes, Ranger Gladys?
I was watching Mr. O'Sullivan's TV special last night.
Oh, yes.
And I was wondering how many other rangers here observed what I observed.
Ranger Cramp is no doubt referring to my personal appearance last night on Mr. Sullivan's TV special, in which I debuted as America's dancing dentist.
When I turned on the tube and observed Dr. Armadillo right there in the audience giving the official ranger sign, my heart jumped in my mouth.
How did you like my dance?
Oh, I was so proud to see you sitting out there giving the ranger sign.
How did you like my dance?
What did Mr. Sullivan say when he introduced you from the stage?
He said, here, wearing an old green bow tie, is America's distinguished dentist, Nelson C. Armadillo.
Wasn't that nice?
Uh-huh. Did anyone catch that double foxtrot stuff I did on the stairway as I came
I
down?
have a resolution to offer, Mr. President.
And then that quick turn that I did just as I
Let's hear
walked
the
around.
resolution.
Resolved that Tooth Rangers Local 14 commend Ranger Armadillo for his fine behavior, reflecting credit in the name of Tooth Rangers everywhere.
Yes,
Thank you. Here,
And
yes.
that backward step with the half gainer is something
I
else
think
that I picked up.
Dr. Armadillo should be made president of the Tooth Rangers.
And then did you see, wait a minute, I'm president.
And I second the motion.
Hold it, I'm the president.
All those in favor say aye.
You've got to ask if there are any objections first.
Are there any objections?
Well, I, for one,
All
would...
those in favor say aye.
Well,
Aye.
Thank you, fellow Tooth Rangers, for your overwhelming vote of confidence.
3 cheers for Mr. President.
Now let's all go and celebrate my election.
Oh, nice.
As long as I'm president, we're going to approve things before we do them around here.
Oh, nicely said,
He'll be
Doctor.
a good president, won't you?
Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. The back room of Murphy's Kosher Deli, the scene of a special local 14 Tooth Ranger party.
Hey, buddy, you a Tooth Ranger?
Oh, yes, in fact, an hour ago I was the president of the organization.
Well, that don't cut no ice with me.
Actually, I still am president because, you see, the new president isn't installed until our next meeting.
Well, all right, go ahead. But if there's trouble, out you go.
Thank you.
Hello, Ranger Snookers.
Hello, Ranger Brunkley.
You want a pickle or something?
Oh, yes, thank you.
They're all gone.
The whole dish?
Yeah, but here's a napkin you can use.
Mr. President, sir,
The chair recognizes Ranger Cramp.
a toast to our new president.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, it's
fine.
all
I'll
Yes,
drink
of
to
course.
that.
Thank you, Ranger Gladys. And now, lest we forget to whom we really owe this moment, I propose a toast to our former president.
Yeah.
I'll drink to
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you. A toast, then, to our former president, whose great contributions we shall never forget. Thank you. The very great, the very wonderful... Thank you. Mr. Calvin Coolidge.
Oh, he was a fine president, yes.
By the way, is the Molar Marauder here? Yes, right here. This gentleman would like to see you. All right.
I'll watch your napkin for you.
Thank you, Mr. Brunkley. Yes, sir. May I help you?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Murphy, the owner. You can pay this.
What's this?
The bill for the party.
Oh, well, see, this isn't my party. This is the president's party. I'm just a guest.
What are you trying to prove?
Huh?
You come in here, you tell me you're the official president, you use our napkins, and now you tell me you ain't the president and you ain't paying the bill. Is that what you're telling me?
How much is it?
$64.12 even.
Here you are.
Right.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's
Here's your napkin. Nobody tried to use it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello there, sweetheart. How's tricks?
Oh, hello, Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, the doc gave me a jingling, said he wanted to schmooze with me.
Just a second.
This is the president speaking.
Mr. Hollywood's here to see you.
That's Hollywood.
Hollywood?
You called him and asked him to come over?
Oh, that Hollywood. Yes, have him come in.
Right. You can go in.
Hey, how you doing, Doc?
Oh, hello, Mr. Hollywood. Stop the music, Raoul.
All right. Congratulations on your new post, by the way.
Thank you. Rinse, Mrs. Carlip. Mr. Hollywood, I was elected president of Local 14.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hey, that gold filling in there. Real nice, real nice.
Thank you. This is Mrs. C., my patient.
How do you do?
Have you seen the silver one in the back there?
No.
Open wide, Mrs. C. There, see it?
Beautiful. Hey, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Anyway, I was elected president of Local 14 of the Tooth Rangers because of my appearance on that TV special.
Your appearance? You were in the audience.
Yes, but several rangers saw me giving the ranger sign when the camera showed the audience applauding.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Hollywood, I would like you to try and arrange...
Which one you working on now?
This one here.
Oh, yeah. What's it going to be, silver or gold?
We haven't decided yet. I would like you to arrange some more appearances for me.
Appearances?
Yes, in the audiences of television shows.
How come?
Mr. Hollywood, may I speak candidly?
Oh, let her rip.
Mr. Hollywood, what's this I'm holding up?
That's 2 fingers.
This is the peace sign, Mr. Hollywood. I'm going to use it everywhere I can until Election Day rolls around, and then hail to the chief.
Hey, you might just have something there, Doc.
Yes, and it could mean you'll have a place to sleep some night in Washington.
Hey, wow, this is big stuff.
Yes.
I'll get to work on it, Doc.
Oh, just one request, Mr. Hollywood.
Sure, anything.
Promise you'll call first so we can get your bed ready.
I'll go.
I hate it when people drop by and look in without warning. Open.
Me too. Yes, Doctor.
Nurse Durkin, this is the president speaking. Have the Tooth Rangers arrived yet?
They're all here except for Ranger Snookers.
Who?
The Molar Marauder, our former president.
Oh, yes, our former, Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, your fairy ship.
His ferry ship just walked in, Doctor.
Fine. Would you announce me?
Is that really necessary, Doctor?
And Nurse Durkin, when you open the door for me, open it wide so the mammoth dental organ has enough room to clear when it rolls out ahead of me.
What?
Stand by, Raoul.
Right.
Doctor, why can't you...
Yes?
Never mind. Attention, Tooth Rangers. Introducing the president. Molar Marauder, would you please tell
Right, I'd be happy to. Mr. President.
Yes?
You've been introduced.
I have?
Yes, Nurse Durkin said here is... Thank you all very much. Thank you. That's fine, Raoul. Stop the music. And now, Tooth Rangers, I'd like to begin this meeting by... Where is the Molar Marauder?
Your ferry ship.
Molar Marauder!
He knocked on your office door before you rolled out the mammoth dental organ.
Oh, I think I see his little fairy sneaks.
Where do you see them?
Right there, sticking out from under the mammoth dental organ.
Oh. Nurse Durkin, would you see...
Right, Doctor. Molar Marauder,
Yes.
are you all right?
Yeah, as soon as I get my head clear, I'll be out.
Okay.
Doctor,
Yes?
it would help if Raoul didn't play until I got out.
Right. And now...
Doctor,
Yes?
Tell Raoul his organ is oozing oil or something.
Raoul, do you know your organ is oozing oil?
Oh, right. Your organ's oozing oil. 99, your piano started to spoil. Everything has gone wrong. Now you can't play a song. That's what happens when you lose your coil. Hey!
Fairy phone. No, he isn't. Just a second.
Dr. Armadillo here.
Doctor, the Daily Blotter is on the phone.
Yes?
They want to talk to the Muller Marauder.
Well, he isn't here.
I know that, but he wants to know when he'll be back.
I'll talk to him. Hello, this is Dr. Armadillo.
Yeah, this is Hockley of the Daily Blotter. Is the fairy guy around?
No, he had a little accident.
Well, I wanted to ask about the last Tooth Ranger meeting.
That's where he had the accident.
I always call after every meeting to see if there's any news.
He was run over by our mammoth dental organ.
He said there might be a big story this week, and what did you say?
When?
Just now, about last night's meeting?
I said the Molar Marauder was run over at last night's meeting.
At last night's meeting?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought your meetings were every second Tuesday night.
They are.
Last night was Wednesday.
We had a special meeting last night.
You did?
Yes, in fact, the Molar Marauder was run down just as it began.
How come?
Well, he was standing in the doorway when Raoul Feldheiser rolled into the meeting room.
How come your meeting was last night instead of Tuesday night?
Because on Tuesday night I was elected president, and we had a party instead of our regular meetings.
You're the new president?
Yes, I am.
Hey, this is a terrific piece of news. How did it happen?
Well, you see, it was in recognition of my appearance on the Sullivan TV special.
You were on the Sullivan TV special?
Well, not really. The Tooth Fairy was. I was just in the audience.
You were in the audience of a Sullivan TV special?
Yes, and when the camera cut from the Molar Marauder, who was dancing backward down a flight of 100 stairs, I was seen applauding and giving the Ranger sign.
Wow! Hold the presses! Go on, Doc.
So in recognition of my achievement, the entire membership elected me president of Local 14 of the Tooth Rangers.
What a story! Who was president?
The Molar Marauder.
Okay, I want a picture of the two of you shaking hands.
He isn't here.
Now, where is he?
He's in the hospital.
What's he doing there?
Well, see, he was run down by a
Never mind. We'll get a picture of just you giving the Ranger sign. I need a photographer.
I used both hands to give the sign.
Make that two photographers.
My agent and manager, Mr. Herschel Hollywood, visits me in the Pleasant View Community Hospital.
Tell me something, kid. How did you get into this position?
Well, Raoul Feldheiser ran over me with his mammoth dental organ.
No, I mean, how did they put your nose in that thing?
Oh, well, they have a man with pulleys and ropes who comes around and hangs things like arms and legs and noses.
Gee, I never saw anything like that.
They call it nose traction. Listen, could you pull the pulley down a bit?
I call it weird looking. How's that?
Oh, fine. Now, about that jig.
Gig.
Right. How about it?
Forget it.
Forget it?
Forget it. You're in no shape to dance.
But I won't always be hanging by my nose.
Look, what do you want with this dancing anyway? Tell me.
I need the work.
You need the work.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, listen, what you need is to grab a hold of yourself, my boy, and pull yourself up by the bootstraps. That's what you need.
Mr. Hollywood.
It's time you realized what you got going for you and put it to work for you.
You're pulling my pulley, Mr. Hollywood.
What?
My nose pulley, you're pulling it?
Oh, sorry.
Could you leave it down?
Right. How's that?
A little more.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, look, what I'm telling you is this. You've got to get this showbiz stuff out of your system.
Mr. Hollywood.
It's one-night stands, kid. It's cheap hotels and drafted dressing rooms and moving, always moving. Is that what you want?
But the thing
Don't
is...
you know you're the only real fairy this country's got? And what this country needs is a real fairy?
Then why don't they call on me, Mr. Hollywood? Why?
Because, kid, they don't know you got sneaks and are ready to travel. That's why.
But I took out front-page ads.
Who reads front pages?
What should I do, Mr. Hollywood?
Go, my boy. Go among your people and tell them you're here. Tell them you're standing by, ready to help when a tooth comes out. And that's the tooth.
You really think?
Go. The whole country is out there full of teeth. Go. Go.
Right.
Hello, front desk? Yeah, you know the guy in 403? Yeah, you better send somebody to hang him up again. Right, the one with the nose. Hang him there, kid. I'll be right up.
Right, thank you. The Pleasant View Community Hospital, where yours truly is recovering from a small encounter with a mammoth dental organ.
You mean you ain't hanging by your nose anymore?
No, they took off the nose traction, Mr. Hollywood.
Hey, that's terrific.
And tomorrow I can leave.
Hey, that's terrific.
But I took your advice and told the head nurse I was here and ready to help.
Attaboy, let him know you're around.
Right, see you later.
So long, kid.
Nurse Durant, please call Dr. Gillespie.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Have there been any calls for me?
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Snookers.
No calls.
How about for the Tooth Fairy?
No calls for the Tooth Fairy.
Well, perhaps they haven't been informed that I'm here standing by with sacks of coins.
Then why don't you go inform them, because I'm busy.
Right. Thank you.
Nurse Durant, please call Dr. Jekyll.
Scalpel.
Scalpel.
Suture.
Suture.
Scissors, pardon me.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm here in case you need me.
Who are you?
The Tooth Fairy. Scissors.
Scissors. Come back later.
Okay. How's it going?
Fine.
Good.
Nurse Durant, please call Dr. Denton.
All right, we're going to take a picture of your chest now. Breathe in, Mr. Feltzer, and hold it.
Hello, Mr. Feltzer. I'm the Tooth Fairy, and in case you need me, I'm here.
I'll leave it out now. Mr. Feltzer? Hello, back there.
You can leave it out now, Mr. Feltzer.
Hello, patients of Pleasant View Hospital. This is the Tooth Fairy coming to you over your hospital public address system. I just wanted you to know that I'm here in your hospital, standing by in case you need me.
Scalpel.
Scalpel.
Gauze.
Gauze.
Retractor.
Hi, I'm back.
Oops.
I'll pick it up for you. Here you go. How's it going?
Get out of here.
Right.
Would the hospital security police please pick up something wearing a lilac dental smock and sneakers with bells right away? He was last seen leaving operating...
Office of Dr. Nelson C. Armadingo, my official Tooth Fairy headquarters and place of employment. Hello, Nurse Durkin.
Hello, Molar Marauder.
Well, would you inform the doctor that here I am back from the hospital, fully recovered, and ready again to move forward in time of war and peace as America's Molar Marauder?
Dr. Armadingo here.
The fairy's back.
Thank you. I need water.
The doctor wants water.
Okay. Oh, by the way, have I had any...
Zero calls on the fairy phone.
Zero calls. Nurse Durkin, did you say Harry's back?
I said the fairy's back.
Oh. Hello, Dr. Armadingo.
Who are you?
Newton Snookers, your dental assistant. What happened to your nose? Don't you remember? It was run over by Raoul's mammoth dental organ.
Oh, yes. What's that big white baseball you have on it?
This is a cast. It'll be on for another couple of days.
I see. Well, nice to have you back, Snickers. I need water, more water.
Right, I'll be right there with the, I'll go get the, doctor,
Doesn't a big thing like that get heavy?
Water?
Your nose.
Oh, well, I do have a tendency to lean forward, so I have to watch it.
I see. Well, are you able to do any work? Can you assist me?
Oh, yes, I'm all ready to go.
Well, I have an emergency in here.
I'm set for any emergency.
Then get me some water.
Oh, right.
And, Snickers.
Yes?
Do it right away. It's an emergency.
Right. Gee, it's good to be back on the job. Getting water and...
Here it is, Doctor. Fine. Give them water.
Give who water?
The plants. The plants.
What plants?
There on the window ledge. They're dying. They're shriveling up.
They are?
Yes. Bend over. Look at them. You can see. Look.
Yes, Doctor.
Would you, call the doorman and warn him?
About what?
About a big white baseball heading in his direction?
Don't tell me his cast fell off.
No, he's still attached to it.
Thursday, 10:14 a.m. I, America's beloved Tooth Fairy, have accidentally fallen from the 20th floor window of my employer, Dr. Nelson C. Armadingo.
Doctor, how could this happen?
I just noticed something.
What?
He fell over the Chinese ivy. He fell right over it and broke it.
Doctor.
The weight of the cast was such that when he leaned over it, pulled him out the window, and he broke my ivy.
All right.
This is quite a surprise for me.
Probably a bigger one for him.
For him, yes, of course. It's really too bad, Nurse Durkin.
Doctor.
I loved that Chinese ivy. For me, it was like a person with leaves living on my windowsill.
And then when I was 15, I was frightened by a big toad.
A big toad?
Well, it wasn't really a toad. It was a man in a toad costume.
Now, please go on, Mrs. Munger.
It was Halloween, and I was waiting at a bus stop, and the toad came up to me and asked if the bus for the roller skating rink stopped there.
Yeah?
I said yes, but I was very frightened.
Now, go on.
Then the toad stared at me for a long time until it asked me the next question.
What question?
I can't.
Oh, you must. Please, what was the toad's next question?
Would I like to go roller skating with him?
All right, easy, Mrs. Munger, easy.
Oh, Doctor, do you think that's why I see things that aren't there? Because a toad asked me to go roller skating?
Mrs. Munger, when was the last time you saw something that was not there?
When I saw the fairy in the cafeteria in this building.
You have not experienced this Tooth Fairy vision since the cafeteria?
Not until now.
Now? Why do you say now?
Because I can see him now, coming in the window.
You see a Tooth Fairy coming now in the window.
Doctor, he's so real. Why does he look so real?
Well, then, if he's so real, speak to him. Say hello, Tooth Fairy. Why did you come into this office?
Hello, Tooth Fairy. Why did you come into this office?
'Cause I just fell out of a window while watering a philodendron plant. The office of Dr. Nelson C. Armadillo, my official Tooth Fairy headquarters and place of employment.
Fairy phone.
Nurse Durkin, he didn't get here yet.
Doctor, what are you talking about?
The molar marauder didn't hit the ground floor yet.
That's impossible.
Well, I'm calling from the lobby, and I can see the street very clearly.
Doctor, he fell out of your window more than 10 minutes ago.
I know. Can't understand what's taking him so long to get down here.
Doctor, are you sure you actually saw him fall?
Oh, yes. He was watering the plants in the window ledge and went right out.
In your office?
Nurse Durkin, Mrs. Carlett, my patient, was sitting in the chair when it happened.
All right.
Yes, well, I'll continue to wait down here.
Fine.
I'm sure that sooner or later he'll get here.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Mrs. Munger?
Yes, you're saying that what we both see standing here in your office is not real.
Not real, no.
But a creation of my imagination.
Your imagination, yeah.
An alter ego that has a personality and a physical presence so real that even you can see it and talk to it.
Even I, yeah. Observe. Hello, who are you?
I'm the Tooth Fairy, and I just...
Oh, Doctor!
See how it will talk to me, see?
Oh, it's frightening.
Not at all. Don't you see what a rare opportunity this is? Oh, my goodness.
What do you mean?
I mean we will be able to get to the root of your deep psychological problem by talking to your alter ego, the Tooth Fairy.
Oh.
Observe. Why are you here, Fairy?
Well, I was on the floor above watering some philodendron plants on the window ledge, and I fell out.
You know, Carl Fensterman, the great psychiatrist, described this very situation.
He did?
Ja, he said, ein Steier noch als ein ganzer Welt tanzender Platz.
Uh-huh. Well, I was just using regular water.
Yeah, please lie down on the couch.
On the couch?
Yeah, move over, Mrs. Munger.
Doctor!
Please, it's your alter ego.
Oh, yes, but...
Now tell me all about it.
Well, the plants were all shriveled up, see, and needed water, so I put them on. Friday, 10:42 a.m. The office of Dr. Reinhold Plotman, psychiatrist.
Close your eyes and relax.
Yours truly, America's beloved Tooth Fairy, is relaxing on the doctor's couch alongside of...
You too, Mrs. Munger.
Right, Doctor.
Alongside of Mrs. Harry Munger, a regular patient of Dr. Plotman.
You say you fell out of a window in this building?
Yes, on the floor above where I work.
And you say you fell to the window ledge outside of this office?
And then I crawled in here, that's right.
Doctor, are you sure this is my alter ego?
I know an alter ego when I see an alter ego.
But my alter ego?
Who else's ego would crawl in the window while you're on the couch?
It doesn't even look like me.
Of course not. Our alter ego is a secret somebody that don't want to be recognized by the person who it is.
And that's why it wears a mask?
Of course. But if the mask was off, you would see yourself as you are.
Oh, this has never happened to me.
Well, I don't get an alter ego in my office this good every day neither.
Doctor, would I be able to...
In fact, this is such a terrific one. I'd like to try and get a picture to show my wife and family.
Would I be able to talk to my alter ego, Doctor?
Oh, yes, of course. By all means.
Really?
Go ahead, say something.
Oh, I feel so silly.
Please, just say something like, hello there.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello? Hello?
Hello there. Doctor, my alter ego is sleeping.
Yes, it would seem so.
Well, what does that mean?
You got a sleepy alter ego.
But why would it... What?
This is the chance I've been waiting for.
Waiting for?
Yeah, I want you to get up from the couch and go out the door, quick.
Go? Out the door?
Yeah, while it's asleep. That way I'll be able to talk to it all alone and get it to say things it wouldn't say in front of you.
But do you think I should leave it, Doctor?
Mrs. Munger.
Yes?
It costs a person $25 an hour for me to talk with a person, right?
Right.
If you stay here, we got 2 persons I got to talk with. That's $50 an hour.
I'm leaving.
Don't slam the door.
What?
You go back to sleep, ego.
Right.
Either the molar marauder landed on the street or he didn't land on the street.
Well, he didn't, not yet.
Then he didn't fall.
He did.
He didn't.
I saw him fall not more than a half hour ago.
Is he on the street 20 floors below?
Not yet, but I'm sure
Doctor, it doesn't take a half hour for a body to fall 20 floors.
Well, punctuality has never been one of Snooker's virtues.
Where is he, Doctor?
He fell out the window.
Then he'd be on the street.
Well, if he didn't go down, he had to go up.
How could he go up?
That's ridiculous. How could he go up? Then where did he go?
Doctor.
I have it.
Yeah?
As long as we know that falling from my office window isn't fatal, suppose I leap out and see where I go.
Oh, yeah, that's a terrific idea.
Thank you. That's what I thought. I don't know where these ideas
Doctor.
are from. I'm just terrific this way.
Doctor!
Would you please accept that I'm not one of your patient's alter egos, Dr. Plotley?
Plotman.
Plotman. I really did fall from the window ledge on the floor above.
Of course you did. Please lie back and relax.
And then I fell on your ledge and crawled in here.
Yeah, would you like some tea? Lie back.
I drink milk.
You do? Lie back, please.
Would you stop pushing me? I don't want to lie back.
That's very strange.
What's strange is that you want me to lie back.
No, what is strange is that you drink milk.
What's strange about that?
Mrs. Munger drinks tea and you...
Dr. Plakeley.
A plateman. No, wait.
Isn't it Plotman?
You're right, Plotman.
Dr. Plotman, I am not Mrs. Monger's materialized alter ego.
Of course you're not.
My name is Newton Snookers.
Yeah, go on, tell me more.
At night, I'm America's beloved tooth fairy.
Really?
Yes, and that probably sounds very impressive to you, but it's very, very hard on me.
Why do you say that?
Well, I've got to get up at midnight, put on this weird fairy suit, and walk around dark streets and alleys.
Yeah, please lie back and relax.
Thank you. Then I've got to knock on doors and say, hello, I'm the tooth fairy.
Hello? Pardon me a moment, it's my wife.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I can't talk now. I've got Mrs. Monger's alter ego on my couch. Yeah, goodbye. Now tell me everything.
Well, it all started when I was 7 years old and my tooth fell out, Dr. Platesnake.
That's Platsnake.
Dr. Plot.
Now, let's begin at the beginning.
Okay.
Your name is...
Newton Snookers, and at night I'm America's beloved tooth fairy.
But this is not an easy thing to be.
No, it isn't, Doctor.
Are you comfortable on the couch?
Yes, I am.
You can raise it or lower it if you wish.
I can?
Yes, on the side you'll find 2 buttons.
Uh-huh.
One button will raise your head.
Oh, yeah, my head goes up.
Yeah, and the other button will raise or lower your feet.
Oh, yeah, my feet go up. This is terrific.
Yeah, so you make yourself as comfortable as you wish and tell me anything you wish.
Anything?
Yeah, anything.
All right. I wish I owned a couch like this because it's really comfortable.
Yeah, tell me why you say it isn't easy to be America's beloved tooth fairy, Mr. Snookers. Mr. Snookers?
Huh? What?
Yeah, why isn't it easy to be America's beloved tooth fairy?
Gee, this is a comfortable couch.
Thank you.
Well, you see, I have to put on this weird fairy suit every night and go from house to house.
Yeah.
And I have to knock on doors and say, hello, I'm the tooth fairy.
And this bothers you?
Frankly, it does.
Why?
Doctor, grown-up people don't really respect fairies in this country. Do you know that?
They don't?
No, they don't. I mean, they teach their children to like me and everything, but when I ring their doorbell at 2 a.m, oh, then it's a different story.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, they're huffy.
Huffy?
Yeah, I mean, they stand there in their PJs all huffy.
I see.
Or like I go to a restaurant for a glass of milk and I say, hi, I'm the tooth fairy, I'd like a glass of milk. You know what they say to me?
What?
We don't want any of your kind hanging around here and stuff like that.
Oh, no, don't get upset.
Well, I am.
Raise your feet so the blood goes to your head.
Thank you. And another thing that makes me mad is the way people stare at me in the grocery store.
Yeah, go on. I'm going to lower the window blind.
Whenever I go shopping, people just look right...
Say what? Mr. Snookers?
I'm on the floor.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I forgot to stop raising my feet. Like one time I was buying some vegetables in the produce department. This guy comes up to me and he says, hey, what are you doing? The office of Dr. Reinhold Plotman, psychiatrist, where yours truly, America's beloved tooth fairy, has been asked to let it all hang out.
Please, tell me everything about your world that you know.
Everything about my world?
Everything.
Well, let's see. The planet Earth is one of several billion stars that's part of the greater galaxy.
No. I mean your very own personal life.
My personal life?
Yeah.
For example?
Tell me about your girlfriend. Have you a girlfriend?
Now you're getting personal, Doctor.
Of course I am.
I mean, my personal life is my business.
Your personal life is your pleasure, but it's my business.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
You like that?
Very much, yes.
I was thinking of a plaque on the wall.
In needlepoint?
Yeah, in needle, yeah.
Wonderful.
Tell me about your girlfriend.
Her name is Rita. She's real cute.
Really?
Yeah, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Are you engaged to her?
No, not engaged.
Going steady?
No, not steady.
Then may I have her phone number?
Yes, it's Plaza 743.
Well, see if she's doing anything Friday night.
Doctor, I must really get back to work.
But you must first tell me something you have never told anyone else before.
You can't have Rita's phone number.
No. I want you to tell me something juicy that's real terrific.
Why?
Well, so I can help you.
Help me? Help me what?
Help you so you're not afraid.
Who said I'm afraid?
Then why are you lying here on this couch?
Because you told me to. All I did was crawl in your office window over there.
Are you telling me you're 100% normal person?
I'm afraid so, Doctor.
I don't believe it.
Look, Doctor, during the day I eat 3 square meals, and at night I turn on my nightlight and go to sleep like everyone else.
Turn on what?
My nightlight.
You use a nightlight?
Yeah, I got a reindeer with a red bulb in his nose.
Really? I got a bunny rabbit. When you pull the ear, his tail lights up.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute.
Oh, thank you.
Then around midnight I put on my fairy suit and start making my rounds.
Do you want to swap nightlights sometime?
Oh, yes, I'd love to.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Sometime?